Welcome to Curious Kids Every Day. I'm Josh. How are you doing today? It's so good to hear from you. Hey, have you ever noticed dust lying around your house? Have you ever run your finger along a surface that had a lot of dust on it and then looked at your finger? What did all that dust look like? Have you ever wondered what dust even is? And how it gets there in the first place? Because it seems like it appears out of nowhere. No matter how many times you try to clean it up, it always comes back. Let's figure it out together. Dust is made up of lots of tiny particles, so small you can't see most of them on their own. They only become visible when they gather together in groups, or when sunlight shines across a room and you see those little specks floating in the air. So, where does dust come from? A big part of dust actually comes from outside. Whenever you open a door or a window, tiny particles of soil, pollen, or other things in the air can float inside and eventually settle on your furniture. Even if you keep your windows closed, small gaps in doors or air vents can let dust sneak in. But not all dust comes from the outdoors. A surprising amount of it is made inside your house. In fact, it's made by you! Humans shed millions of skin cells every single day. Don't worry, that's completely normal and healthy. Your body is always making new skin, and the old skin flakes off. Those flakes become part of the dust you see around the house. Hair is another common ingredient in dust. Every time a strand falls out, it may eventually break down into smaller pieces and join the mix. Clothes and blankets add even more. When fabrics rub together, they release tiny fibers into the air. If you've ever noticed lint collecting in your dryer's filter, that's proof that fabrics are constantly shedding little pieces. Those fibers float through the air and land on surfaces too. And we can't forget about pets. If you have a cat or a dog or some other furry friend, they add plenty of dust as well. Their fur and dander, tiny flakes of skin, mix into the air. That's one reason houses with pets may get dustier faster than houses without them. So now we've got the recipe: outdoor particles, human skin cells, hair, fabric fibers, and pet dander. But there's still even more ingredients. Food crumbs, tiny fragments from books or paper, and even microscopic insects can contribute. The way dust moves around is also interesting. Air currents in your house caused by fans, air conditioning, or even just people walking around, well, that keeps dust floating. Eventually, gravity pulls it down and it settles on surfaces. That's why shelves and tables collect dust even if you never touch them. And here's one more cool thing. Dust can actually tell stories. Scientists have studied dust to learn about the environment of a house, like whether people smoke indoors, or what kinds of plants are nearby, or if a pet lives there. Dust is like a fingerprint of your home's daily life. So, the next time you notice dust on your dresser or your bookshelf, now you know what it is. It's a mixture of little bits of life, from you, from your pets, from your clothes, and from the outside world. Now, let's get some dusting done. Oh, and here's one more cool thing I learned about dust. Some of the dust in your home may actually be from outer space. Tiny micrometeorites, particles from space rock, fall to Earth every day. Most of them are way too small to notice, but scientists estimate that thousands of tons of space dust reach our planet each year. That means there's a chance a speck of cosmic dust is resting on your bookshelf right now. That is pretty cool. Okay, let's have a quick quiz. Name a place that dust comes from. It can come from your skin, your hair, your clothes, outside, or pets, or all kinds of other things too. What is one way dust sneaks into your house from outdoors? It can get through gaps in your windows or your doors, vents, any kind of air gap. Let's play true or false. True or false? Dust is made of just dirt and nothing else. False. Dust is made of lots of different things. True or false? Pets can add to the dust in a home. That is true. True or false? Your clothes can become part of household dust as well. That is true too. Would you rather shrink down small enough to float on a dust particle, or be able to see all the microscopic dust up close with special vision? I am very curious what the world would look like if you were as small as a particle of dust. Can you imagine just how vast the world would look? It would probably make the whole world look like a colorful outer space. You know what I mean? It would just look so vast and endless if you were that small. Pretty interesting to think about. All right, let's play What Am I? I'm from the outdoors. I can make people sneeze. I'm carried inside on the breeze. What am I? That is pollen. All right, here's another one. I fall off your body every day. You can't see me without a microscope. And I'm one of the biggest contributors to dust. What am I? Those would be skin cells. I bet you didn't realize how many different places dust comes from. Pets, people, trees, maybe even space. The next time you dust off a surface, think about all the different places that dust came from. Pretty amazing. What kind of question do you think we'll ask tomorrow on Curious Kids Every Day? I can't wait to find out. So until then, keep asking questions and stay curious, kids. And for all the grown-ups listening, don't forget that the Curious Kids Club is starting soon. Please go to supportcuriouskids.com to get more information. And please visit CuriousKidsEveryday.com to get a free printable with activity ideas that don't involve screens. Those are the best kinds of adventures to have. That's CuriousKidsEveryday.com. See you tomorrow.